Track, volleyball, and beach volleyball. She is also a member of National Honor Society, National Math Honor Society, National English Honor Society, and the Irish Chamber. She has received and Nike banquet. After graduation, she plans to major in business economics at Clemson University or the University of Georgia.
It's a Tuesday night here at Chandler Preparatory Academy as the Sentinels get hyped up for senior night against the Globe Tigers. Good evening, everyone. I'm Jaden Ricken, filling in for Joe Pequeno. And as the regular season is coming to a close, Seton Catholic is still remaining in the hunt for the playoffs. Last week, they had a 3-set victory over Apache Junction. They swept them on Thursday, but that's not enough. The 3A Central region has continued to be a powerhouse for competition this season. Valley Christian leads in first by a mile, Florence in second, and the Sentinels in third, which means a play-in game for the Sentinels will be their start to get back to the state championship. That's going to be where their path begins. But for tonight, with region standings locked up, the focus is going to be on the phenomenal seniors. Fia Fisher leads the team with 53 aces and a .424 hitting percentage, so be ready for a show at her final home matchup before heading off the WPI to continue her domination at the collegiate level. You also can't forget Lizzie Steinkamp with 245 kills. She's been averaging 3.8 per set. Those two, along with all four other seniors, are going to put on a show tonight to rain on the Globe Tigers parade, beating them at their final home game. We'll be right back after the national anthem. And a great performance for the national anthem, as always here for Seton home games. Jaden Ricken on the call tonight, producer Paulo Hutchinson behind the scenes, keeping it down, providing you with all the graphics and Freddie the Flamingo videos tonight. Some say that it's actually a documentary. Freddie's been doing all of that. So let's get back to the game. It's senior night. Seton is trying to keep their eyes on the playoffs. They have tonight's matchup versus Globe. Their next matchup is at Coolidge. But today's all about showing off, having fun. The stands are crowded. The family's here. They want to watch their players play one last time at home. So they're going to come out and they're going to be loose. They're going to be a team that's moving around, and you're going to see them get really excited. That's where you have to think about Globe. Globe comes into this 4-16. That is not a great record. Anybody will tell you that. So for Globe, you want to be the villain. You want to come into this senior night, and you want to ruin Seton's day. You want them to remember their senior night as one where a 4-16 team took you down in style. And I think that's something to keep an eye on tonight. Will Globe stay in the fight? Will they put up an effort? They're another 3A Central Region opponent. It's a victory that would definitely give them some baggage to take home right? They're not making the playoffs, but it gives them something to at least cap off with the positive. It'll be interesting to see how the Tigers can end up completing that. As we go back over to Seton Catholic, they beat Globe earlier in October out in Globe. They made the trip over there. Domination tonight. The Sentinels hope to do a repeat of that as they've continued to honestly just play phenomenally in their region. We mentioned at the beginning how Valley Christian and Florence are some of the top teams in their region. Well, they're also some of the top teams in the entire 3A conference. Valley Christian #1, 16-0. According to the Max Preps rankings, a mix of their conference schedule and their region games. Florence at #7, and then Seton at #13. So the Sentinels will have that going into the playoffs, a competitive region that has helped forge the team's strength throughout the season. That certainly will help them compete once they reach the playoffs. Seton right now ranked 13th overall would take on the 20th team in the play-in for 3A. That would set them up to go to the state championship bracket, where then they would have the gauntlet to get back to the state championship game. The stage is set right now. It's going to be a memorable game here for all the seniors, one that's going to stick with them forever here on the Seton Catholic Sports Network, as we are seconds away from the start of this match. Seton 14-9 overall, Globe 4-16, a tale of two teams. Six seniors for Seton tonight playing on their last home game. You've got #3, Thea Fisher, #4, Hannah Thiel, #9, Maddie Carey Morrissey, #10, Addie Gross, #11, #18, Lizzie Steinkamp, and then #20, Lily Benelli. So a lot of seniors, you're going to be seeing all of them getting action out there on the court. You're going to see some different lineups that maybe you're not used to seeing if you've been watching all season long. Back to serve for the Sentinels is Maddie Carey Morrissey, the 5'8" senior. And here we go. To start it off for the Sentinels, great serve to the back row. And Globe immediately with the mistakes. Emma Lazo, #10, was not prepared for the set. Low ball coming from her libero, Kaylee Casillas. Seton strikes first. Second one to the same spot, Casillas this time. Lazo was there with the set. Seton setting it up at the net, over the heads. Staying on the right side, now crossing across the court. Set up in the back, great hit to the far side. Seton playing aggressive. At the net, 2-0. Seton gets another. Adiana Navarro that time just did not have the height. And so we'll see Carey Morrissey go back for her third consecutive serve. High set. Weak hit. A chance for Seton to get the kill. Bouncing up. Globe does a good job of keeping it inside. Little tap, powerful one-handed response from Globe. Stepping up, making the money rain. Big kill there from Lizzie Steinkamp. One of those top seniors. She's been a first-team all-region player throughout high school, and she just committed last week to go play at Muhlenberg College. And Seton just keeps the party going. It's 4-0. Serve is good. That one a little lower, but still got over. Great dig. Set up on the near side, light tap over from Gross. Great positioning for Seton. They're staying in system, kept up, and that one just over the head of Gross. The Tigers get up on the board for their first time. We'll also see the first substitution into the game for Globe is Mia Cougar replacing Emma Lazo. Back to serve is Jade Verdugo, her first of the night. That one strong, but in. Over to the near side, Benelli gets it over. Trying to crowd the net. Wasn't even needed. Fia Fisher was there if the block came her way. Didn't even get the chance. It's getting loud here as Seton continues their run. Up at the net, that one also doesn't go over, so a lot of mistakes being made from Globe. And Seton can just sit back and watch. That serve is far but stays. Goes over, now set up for Fisher. Fisher hammers it. The contact was made, but Globe out of control. And there goes the student section. A lot of the leaders of the student government club here tonight, as always, showing out for their Sentinels with the little Freddie the Flamingo stick. And that one sails way out. 8-1. There's some trouble up at the net right now for Globe. A lot of balls into the net, other ones way too far. That serve comes up short. So Globe will get one. Addie Gross was the Sentinel back at the service line for that. Now for Globe, it's Audiana Navarro. Navarro sends it over well. Now on the near side, Steinkamp blasts it. How about that? Seton, pedal to the metal. Now back at for the serve is Fia Fisher. Fisher lasers it over to the far right side. Globe tries to make the play. No, 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 says Seton. Ivari Sisto, number 11, the one with the mistake. As Seton continues to climb up to 25. Low serve, that one. Fisher cannot get over. And that's pretty much the story of the game right now. It feels like the only points that the Tigers really have gotten are off of Seton mistakes. Strong serve to the back row. On the near side, Field just tips it over. Doesn't stay in. (11-4). Dillon sails it long. We talk about the mistakes for Globe. It all starts at the service line. Ace for Benelli. And the Sentinels just having fun. Back over for Benelli. This one stays in. Casillas was ready. And the Tigers find the floor. 12-5. As we wait for Mia Cougar to get her ball. We'll resume play now. Super strong. Too much. See a sub. Emma Lazo back into the game. She'll replace Cougar, who switched out for her earlier. Steinkamp drives it home, finds the floor for the ace. Big moves being made from all the seniors out on the court. Back again. This one to the corner, and Globe just out of control. Can't get it set. That one's short. They scoot up. Great save. Now Thiel, light tap. That's all she needed. Hannah Thiel with the score. She's a part of NHS here and will be for the rest of the year as she concludes her senior season at Seton Catholic. (16-5) as Seton is blowing through set number one. That one into the ground. Heck of a save from Dylan. And then just a mistake there on the near side for Seton. Just way too light of a tap. And Michaela Dillon with the incredible dig to keep it alive, and they'll get a point off of it in the end. Good reception from the Sentinels over the net and in. So Seton, what they're doing right now that's so great is they're hitting it into the out of position spots for Globe, right? They're able to read the court, and the Tigers aren't really moving to the ball as much as they could be. So Seton sees an open spot. If Globe's not going to adjust, boom, dial it in right there. Bouncing at the net, and you see it again. Emma Lazo thinks that one's going over, doesn't really watch the ball all the way, and instead it falls right in front of her face. Another great serve. Casillas able to keep it in, and then no teammates are there to help her out. Still in play. Tigers get it over. Trying to put together a rally. Blocked at the net. Seton gets it. So they touch the net. Violation. 20-6. Strong serve into the roof. Casillas keeps it up. That time Lazo gets it over. Great play from Thiel to keep it alive, and now Ben Ali sends it back. Blocked at the net. Gets up there and makes her presence felt. Thea Fisher making it work. Thiel launches it, and that's two back-to-back serves where Seton launches it over, and the reception is so messed up from Globe that it goes into the roof. 22-6. This time it's a little bit lower, a little bit more in control. Bursick hits it over, and it's just not there. 23-6. Tigers have a chance. That one bounces around, and they make the play. Jade Verdugo scooches up, helps the team out, and then Seton just couldn't get there. You could see they were trying to extend backwards the left arm. Addie Gross over here on the near side, and just not in. That one also rides the line and doesn't lean left. 24-7. Set point here at set number one on Seton's senior night. The ace is what'll cap it off. Great play to take set number one, 25-7. And if you watch volleyball, that is going to be one of the fastest sets you ever see, as Seton just kept going and did not stop. We'll step aside and take a break. When we return, set number two from Chandler Preparatory Academy. Seton Senior Night. Stay tuned. We welcome you back to the Seton Catholic Sports Network. If you're just tuning in, Seton had a dominating set number one. They win 25-7. And if you were watching, there was nothing happening on Globe's side of the court. All Seton on senior night as we get ready for set number two. Talk about some of the rankings, right? Playoffs just around the corner. Valley Christian in first in 3A, Northwest Christian in second, Snowflake in third, Gilbert Christian in fourth, Monument Valley in fifth, Show Low in sixth, seventh is Florence, and eighth is ALA West Foothills. Those teams will get an automatic bid to the first round of the playoffs. Seton right now will take a look and give it a try in the play-in. They're seated at number 13, where as of today, Tuesday the 28th, they would be taking on the Safford Bulldogs. The Bulldogs 8-8, Seton 9-7 in the calculated conference region combination. The student section out in full support. Saw a little bit of them during the break. Still supporting breast cancer awareness all month long here. The players pinked out. The student section pretty pinked out. It's hard to get student support sometimes for athletics, and especially for the fans to participate, but Seton always knocks it out of the park with their student participation. Large in part to the fine art coordinators. Brooke Zolga, one of the best, always at the games with Freddie, helping keep everybody in check, making sure they fit the theme. Here we go, set number two. Seton gets it low, great save made to keep it alive from the Tigers. Back row reception now on the near side for Gross. Gross, light tap. Tigers keeping it going. Back, out of control. Steinkamp tries to make it happen. Seton scrambles and the Tigers take point one. Verdugo, the 5'3" sophomore on the serve. Into the back row. Set up now. Light tap from Thiel, and it just works. 1-1. Bouncing around, they get it over. Great job from Steinkamp. Now for Gross. Gross palms it well. Light tap, that was a great hit. They slice it over to Seton, and Seton plays it even better. They respond. A great replay. Catching all the action here on the Seton Catholic Sports Network. Right at the net. Oh man, lands on the tape. Seton tips it over. Globe kept it up. Now for Gross, she's seen a lot of action. Oh man, back corner, nudges it in. And look at the celebrations afterwards, the dance party. If you've been watching since well before the game, you would see the disco-themed run out the team had tonight to get ready for their final regular season home game. Received well. Flying up, whose is it? Seton's. Domination at the net. Drives it over. On the far side, Casillas rotates, and that was great court vision from the sophomore libero. Over on the far side, plays up a little bit. Smart move, 4-2. Navarro on the serve, that one rides the tape very closely, gets over. Back row, bouncing, and that one goes to the Tigers. Hits the back wall. A much closer set 2 here in the first 7 points. Benally on the near side. Doesn't go over. 4-4. That one as well just dropped short. Didn't have the height it needed. And a less explosive start to set number 2 than what we saw just a couple of minutes ago in set number 1. But Seton still on top. Great job keeping it alive. The play made from Gross. Bouncing around, Seton gets it. Casillas tries to make the play. And there come the celebrations from all the teammates over on the bench. Gross puts those serves in the best possible spot that time. When it comes back her way, just not there to make it. Dillon sends it far. Steinkamp running up. Didn't make the read right. She wanted to go underhand, couldn't tell if she needed to go overhand. Doesn't happen at all. 6-6. Lasers one, back row. Seton gets it. That one was way too strong. Seton in the lead by 1. Fisher to the far corner. Excuse me, the near corner. Bounced over. Receives it. Now the setup. Tipped over. Theo gets it. High reception now in the back row. Fisher and Gross going to work. Steinkamp sends it in the perfect spot, and talk about teamwork. Steinkamp watching, making sure she knows where that set's going to come from, and then launches it over to that far corner. Excellent play. Fisher floats that over now into the back row. Seton responds quickly, getting in position. Steinkamp again. Still in play. Gross gets it up now to Benally. The setup, feel, soft touch. The longest rally of the night so far. Still going, Steinkamp jumping. Verdugo was there to keep it up, now back. Moving around. Carrie Morrissey just threw it over. No call. Steinkamp, 4th time's the charm. She puts it away. So perhaps it should have ended a little sooner, but the result is all the same, 10-6. Fisher switches her serving position to the opposite side. A setup for Van Buursik. So last time these two teams faced off at the beginning of October, Seton was putting up some crazy statistics. Steinkamp, too easy, gets another. And just watch the way that she reads the reception, gets the set, and then launches up. perfect positioning, and it creates miscommunication over on Globe's defense. She was averaging 5 kills a set last time the two teams met up, with a 385 clip. At the net that time, Globe gets one to go. Carrie Morrissey went up for the block, and it just falls on Seton's side. And that's the happiest the Tigers have looked all night. 11-8, set number 2. That one, a little miscommunication. Steinkamp has the height to make it work. At the end of the day, that's really all that matters. During that Globe game, Fia Fisher was also averaging 2.7 kills a set, with an even better clip of 429. As now Seton starts to find their rhythm, 13-8. Sent over on the far side and just gave up on the play. That one hits Adiana Navarro, and she almost kind of hit her face, but she just stopped moving. 14-8. Steinkamp, great serve, ball's high. Tigers are able to get it over. Riding that far side, that's dangerous territory, and Navarro just another mistake. So anytime the ball goes in front of the Globe section of the stands, that's been the worst spot of the court for the Tigers. Gross over everyone, and for a reason, 15-9. That one sails over into Maricopa, 16-9. Seton has found their rhythm. They took set number 1, 25-7. Tigers have already made a better effort, but the Sentinels seem to have gotten it going. And just a bad pass, right? Navarro has been targeted as the weak spot, and they're just going to keep sending it her way. Number 6 over there on the far side, the middle hitter. Seton leading 18-9. Set number 2 here from Chandler Preparatory Academy. It's senior night, and they've done exactly what we thought they would do. They've put on a show. They've entertained all the friends and family who came for the barbecue beforehand, a barbecue of tacos, if you will. It was delicious food. I'll say the spacing of the event was a little questionable, right in front of the doorway. A little tough to get into the gym, but outside, some of the best tacos I've ever had. They really were good, and that's what Seton does. They're all about the family and keeping everyone engaged and buying in. Coaches will talk about getting their players to buy into a sport, right? To get them to believe in what their coach is saying. Well, Seton takes it a step further. They've got their friends and family buying in to the atmosphere, to creating an environment that players want to play in. They're excited to show off, and they're doing an amazing job of that so far tonight. The serve doesn't get a chance to go back over. We see a slip from Emma Lazo. She looks okay. It's Hannah Thiel. Continues to go to work. Drives it over. That one just sent back immediately. Set up for Fisher. Hammers it home. (20-9). And miscommunication. Casillas was scooting up. Navarro also went up, and then it bounces backwards. This time Thiel sends it over to the left side of the court, back for Casillas. She hits it over well. Fisher, that one bounces off the hands of Lazo. She gets another kill. So far in the season, Fisher's been hitting on a .424, has 124 kills. That's second on the team, but by how much, most people would not be able to guess. Steinkamp in the lead with 245 kills before this game, as she has been phenomenal on the offense this season. And there she goes. She hits it over, and Globe just cannot get it to work. Once again, Steinkamp does such a great job of reading that back row when she needs to step up. And then the strength that she puts on those hits, that's part of the reason why it's being sent into the roof. That time a miscommunication between Casillas and Haley Campsize. Haley is a freshman playing up on Globe. Casillas a sophomore. A lot of youth over for the Tigers tonight. Set point. Ace. So back-to-back aces to win sets number 1 and sets number 2. 25-7 was the score in the first. 25-9 is the score in the second. Senior night here at Chandler Preparatory Academy. Jaden Ricken on the call. We appreciate you tuning in and showing support for the seniors tonight, because that's really what this is all about. Stay tuned. We'll be back in just about 3 minutes. And we're just a few seconds away from set number 3 tonight. Globe trailing 2 sets so far. They play Seton Catholic tonight, obviously, and then at home tomorrow night, they will take on 3A Central rival Apache Junction. Seton swept Apache Junction last week. But Valley Christian and Florence continue to be those two shared region rivals that are a challenge for Seton. Seton played Florence on October the 16th, where they lost 3-1. However, earlier in the year, on September the 22nd, they won 3-1. So they've shown that they can beat Florence. Florence, number 2 team in the region. A possibility of playing them later on in the tournament. And it's been all seniors tonight for Seton Catholic. And, you know, sometimes you see a senior night and they put in the seniors for a couple of plays. Not here. Seton seniors, they're having all the court time tonight. Point 1 goes to the Tigers. Good play made by their front row. Jade Verdugo on the serve. That one nearly clips the tape, and they go up 2-0. She'll serve again. Gross gets it, and a low reception that goes forward, puts it out of position for Carrie Morrissey, and this is the biggest lead that the Tigers have had. Her serves come in just above the net. It's such a great serve, and it's so difficult to receive. She does it again, and now that one just gets thrown out. So the streak is ended. Seton on the board for the first time in set number 3. Gross, low serve, and no effort made to get that one going after it's kept up. Boomed over. Back to the middle. Flying around. Set up for Steinkamp. Bouncing out of control. No one there. And Steinkamp, whenever she seems to hit it, she puts the other team on ice skates. They're sliding around, they're out of position, and it's just the aggressiveness of her play style that can disorient a lot of these teams, as the Sentinels will tie it up for the first time in set number 3. Nobody home. The easy ace for Gross. And that one launches over. Steinkamp couldn't quite tell if it was coming down on Globe's side or their side, and it falls just to the left of her. 5-3. Bouncing over to the scoring table. Navarro's been extremely inaccurate, especially coming on the serve when she's trying to receive it. Every time she goes in on the underhand, it always seems to bounce behind, above, or to the side. That one's much better, goes high. Blocked at the net, but no. Michaela Dillon gets it around that tough Seton front row. 6-4. We'll see if Navarro can succeed at the service line. No. That one low, and she will take a sub out for Kaylee Casillas. Fisher with the phenomenal serve. She's already committed to WPI to play collegiate level volleyball next year. 7-5. It was a late start to this senior night game. It was already pushed back to 6:30. It didn't get started until about 6:50. And now the Sentinels want a sweep so they can get out of here early and go celebrate. That one, beautiful. Benally puts it in a great spot. Casillas will step up and keep it alive. That one, Gross sends to the ceiling. moving around. Fisher keeps it in play. Carrie Morrissey completes the trio of hits. Fisher steps up. Steinkamp in position off the hands of Verdugo, as she has been on the money tonight. Tried to get the block at the net, sees the way it's getting set up, and Verdugo had her body turned more towards the left. Steinkamp took advantage. Great dig from Benally. Steinkamp put that one in an unsavable spot. Dillon was able to keep it from hitting the floor, but there was no way that dig was going to look pretty for any of the setters. 10-5. Benally again, same spot. Sisto gets it first, and another score made at the net. Van Buskirk gets that one. Sails long. Seton will get their 11th. Well, here at Chandler Preparatory Academy, as Seton awaits the construction of their new gymnasium, you can donate your tax credits over to Chandler Preparatory Academy if you're feeling generous and want to give back to the host school of the Sentinels. Globe gets that one. – 11-7. That one just rainbows over. Steinkamp back row and running into the scoring table. Verdugo could not get there in time. That one ricochets off Lazo's hands over near our side of the court. Thiel back to serve. For this game, she had 241 digs, was averaging 3.8 per set. A big part of their success this season. 12-8. Seton still very much in control of this game, but the Tigers definitely tightening up defensively. That one almost found the floor, but not quite on that back row. 12-9, Tigers get another. That one way short, and you just got to think it was hit off the hand wrong from Van Buskirk. Tonight, not about the playoffs or positioning. It's about having fun and showing off. We take a look at Seton's journey. Last year, Valley Christian took them down 3-0. This year, trying to write their own destiny. The Sentinels will start in the play-in. Valley Christian and Florence will receive the region winners automatic bid for 3A Central. That one rolls down, water falls off the net, and Carrie Morrissey was making an effort, just wasn't quite enough. 14-10. Seton played Valley Christian on October the 21st, got swept. So a tough opponent that will definitely be deep into the playoffs. Great movement. Fisher detonates and gets the kill. 15-10. This is the most amount of points the Tigers have scored so far tonight. They had 7 in set 1, 9 in set 2. And we'll see if the Sentinels can hold them to 10. Gross on the strong serve, bounces backwards, set up, and that one just not over from Camp Highs. Camp High's a freshman for Globe. Will get to experience this senior night feeling in 3 years, although It certainly will fly by. Block party kind of gets activated from Fisher. The block's certainly not as prevalent tonight because the offense is getting the kills before it can even come back. 18-10. That one skims the tape in, gets the ace. Gross with the excellent play, gets it to 19. Once again, back row, hit up. Verdugo sets it up for Dillon. Dillon overhit, 20-10, 5 away from ending this match tonight. Light tap from Verdugo. Seton was prepared. Fisher, soft tap as well. Casillas to Navarro. Seton gets the point. Globe, they've got to put an effort in now. That one bounces off Casillas as Fisher gets another. And she does such a great job when you just look at the reaction of the players. They seem so surprised at where the ball is going. Casillas that time was completely caught off guard. 22-10, backwards hit, and that was not the move. Verdugo wanted to just keep it up in the air and sends it back, and the lack of communication prevents the Tigers from making any sort of play with her save. At the net, Dillon gets it over. Seton keeping it alive. Steinkamp lays down the hammer. 24-10, big swing. And we are at match point. Can the Sentinels complete their 3-0 sweep tonight with Addie Gross back at the service line? They have gone on a run. Over the net, that's the first step. Bouncing around. Set up for Dillon. Dillon light tap. Carrie Morrissey keeps it up. Thiel, Steinkamp, oh, too short. 24-11. Globe gets one more. The final few seconds to potentially minutes here of home volleyball for the Sentinels. Bouncing at the net. Dillon hits it backwards and it falls to the ground. Seton completes the mission. Another sweep on this senior night. And there the seniors go off to celebrate with their friends and family in the crowd. The student section was in full support, which is it's just great to see. Oh, and there it comes, Freddie playing against Globe. And Freddie making him cry. Boo-hoo, says the Globe Tiger, probably named like Gerald. Freddie versus Gerald. Freddie comes out on top, and now Freddie will get to go revel in the moment with all of the seniors: Fia Fisher, Hannah Thiel, Maddie Carey Morrissey, Addie Gross, Lizzie Steinkamp, Lily Benally. They all played the entire game, and they certainly made it one to remember. Set number 1, 25-7. Set number 2, 25-9. And set number 3, 25-11. There's the dance party. We saw the disco before, the energy still going. So Seton's final game of the regular season will be at Coolidge before the playoffs, which I've mentioned enough times for tonight, but they will have a play-in game. And that will be where the Sentinels have to really dial it in and get competitive if they want to make it back and, you know, not leave any unfinished business out on the table this time around. A phenomenal season, great players, great people, great students here. They've done so much for Seton. Lizzie Steinkamp Mentioned she's going to play at Muhlenberg College next season and wants to major in child psychology. She's been one of the most dominant offensive players in high school volleyball. Fia Fisher, she's in every honors society that you could think of. Hannah Thiel in NHS. Maddie Carey Morrissey, who really came up big at the net today. A lot of great sets from her. And then Addie Gross. Talk about a dead eye from the service line. She was serving up aces like no one's business today. And as they mentioned it on the court, we'll mention it again. If you want to donate your tax credit over to Chandler Preparatory Academy, the school would greatly appreciate that. Obviously, they've been the host school for the Sentinels as they get their new gymnasium constructed. So, for the broadcast here for the Seton Catholic Sports Network, for producer Paulo Hutchinson, and for all of the Seton Catholic family, I'm Jaden Ricken saying see you next time.